So on this map, what's your favorite lineup if there's no bans involved? If you can have your pick of the litter.
No bans. Doom. Oh God. Probably if there's no bans whatsoever, Doom Ranger Athena.
Doom Ranger Athena. Okay.
If there are bans, then likely no Athena, and you put Visor in there, and Visor Ranger Doom, I think, are really, really good. I don't really think one counters the other either. It's just how you play the map based off of your abilities, and more importantly, when it comes to like Ranger and Doom, your mobility from your passives, like being able to RJ around more easily with Ranger and cut off, or just Doom, the amount of like ease of access and control he has to the center of the map, and going from LG to Tribolt silently so people can't, hear the jump pad up there. He doesn't need it, and just going back and forth between Rocket and T, I think is like very beneficial, and really catches people out and gives you the first shot.
And I mean, if it's your last champ, last round, you can just pop Berserk, grab Mega, and just go for the glory, as we saw Kilson do.
Yeah, I think that's one of those strong emotional plays that just happened to work out. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. I love watching Kilson play because of his emotion. Like, more players I wish were like that. I know, like, you're icy cold until you win, and then you rub it in everyone's face. But, like, it's nice to see some people.
You're saying
like...
I should be sponsored by Icy Hot. Okay.
Oh God!
You will become
when Tim was on here, it was just constantly, yeah, I play really well because of Alienware Monster, and I was like, mother of God, please stop. And he's not wrong. Big shouts to Alienware and Monster for not sponsoring this stream. UNKiND1 locks in that Doom guy. He must have heard. He was probably watching it on the stream. Slip with the Visor. Visor's good on pretty much any map, right? A Scale Bearer. What?
Scale Bearer?
Scale Bearer. Let's see if he could lead the way. Visor and Nyx for UNKiND1. I like the color coordination. He already wins in my book. But I mean, the Oni skin, like, you have to pick that. It is dope.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah.
Like, if you got it, you gotta flaunt it, man.
That's true. Imagine if you could add shaders to that.
I mean, Dehang doesn't, so somebody has to in this.
He is very vanilla. Like, he dies by that, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't have any sort of cosmetics that come through either like randomness or like you have to purchase stuff. He doesn't do any of that. So he just changes. Yeah, he just changes model color if it's like a tactical advantage or like weapon skins, like for just aesthetic positioning type thing. I know, like, he used to have as many centered weapons as possible before they put in where you can center everything now.
Well, I'm gonna start off on UNKiND1. He gets that Mega Spawn, tries to get a little bit of chip damage early on that rail. And that's a little bit common here, as he might get caught out at LG. Needs to be careful, but Slip doesn't really have anything to work with. A little bit of rockets, maybe.
That's a lot. I don't like that, though.
Oh, neither does Slip here, as he's getting electrocuted, and he's going to get chased as well.
And he couldn't give him the slip. All right, I had to. I just had to throw that in there.
Yeah, that was very unkind of him, but he gets the frag early, and I'm surprised we didn't... Wow, what a donk. I'm surprised we didn't see the bull rush.
Might have had a little mud in his visor there, and just needed to tear it off like Formula 1 flaps.
There you go.
Shouldn't be eating those rockets.
Yeah.
But he's not doing too bad with 100-100 stack.
It was a rude awakening to eat a rocket right through the TP here. Great start for UNKiND1.
Yeah, and now he just can... Yeah, he has the stack, but he doesn't have to force the issue with anything. I think he's kind of respecting the site and just trying to get information first.
Oh, again with the defensive rocket. Slip wants to finish this. 15 HP, is he gonna do it? And the switch to rockets! Was he out of LG?
I have no idea. I just know that was... no comment. I can't.
On advice of his counsel, Rafa will not comment on what just happened, but
I played the 3-4 fifth.
Yeah, so UNKiND1 maybe got away with one there. Slip with the inopportune time to switch off of LG, unless he didn't have it. Cannot confirm or deny, but UNKiND1 trying to keep this advantage. He's fighting for this Mega. The rockets are...
rockets by both. That was phenomenal.
I was gonna say phenomenal. I'm glad you did. Ding.
Oh yeah, that's your like. Yeah,
phenomenal is my bear in mind, apparently, and I'm really trying to quit it, man.
So
it's like nicotine. definitely. Definitely. The shaft battle, definitely. And Slip will take it. Shaft on shaft. His is longer and stronger and got the friction on? I don't know, but here's the sticky armor taken. And Mega will be up shortly for him, but here comes...
Oh, this.
Ooh, Invis popped early. That might cost him everything, especially with the trampoline noise. 100 damage rocket. Watch out for the window. 64 HP. He's going to get away. And he might even get the heavy.
Yeah, we see Greed kind of undoing UNKiND here. All he had to do is just don't go for the direct midair. Like, Slip will literally just land on the ground, just aim and get like the 80 to 90 damage rocket, which will then pop him up one more time and then you win the round. But instead he goes for the midair to look fancy, and then he ends up having to use Invis, can't get the Mega in time, and he's lost full control, and looking a little sketch here for this fight. One rail could, yeah, you're in big trouble. Need to get out.
Yeah, back away, not today, UNKiND, as he tries to use the resources over by the LG. You were saying?
Yeah, I was saying, like I said with the Doom pick, like being able to traverse across mid, I think Nyx provides the same. And I think Nyx is even more terrifying when she has full control with the overstacks because of being able to aggressively push in. If you know, like, there are certain ranges, like if you know your opponent is at rail or at LG or at Tribal, you can use Invis at a certain range where they can't hear it, and then you can push in and just completely take them by surprise when you have full control, and it can be really, really dominant. I think you'll continue to see someone like Claus and Sirius in EU play Nyx here if she's available.
And Slip being very cautious and no dodgeball, I guess. That was right in her face. We did see a little bit of pub mastering earlier. The head running was fantastic, but I guess Dire Orb won that out. I mean, he got the Mega anyway. The tickle would have done it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
sometimes you get hit in the face with a ball, it doesn't feel good.
I feel like that was more of Slip did well with the mistakes that UNKiND gave him, and you know, just once he got control, just kept, you know, maintaining good position there, you know, knowing he could fight for the Mega in the last fight because he has Orb, and even if Nyx is standing on it, he can just use the Orb to get in and take the Mega during the fight and bully her. So, and ended up winning the round. So really good job from him.
Solid first round here as he's waiting on this heavy a bit early. They're probably going to end up trading items, is my guess, unless he wants to make his way over. Just trying to find an opening rail, get any kind of damage, but yeah, there comes the trade. I think UNKiND1 has everything he needs to fight. A little bit of rockets being spammed back and forth. Slip trying to close the gap. The defensive rocket's going to kind of make him detour through Banana here, but he's already gone.
I'd like to see UNKiND when he's holding T there, just kind of aim more towards the ground, the feet area of his opponents. He's kind of aiming and looking for, I don't know, like wall splashes when they're coming up the stairs or something. You could just adjust this angle a little bit, and then I think you'd be able to apply a lot more pressure on the map.
Misses with the opening rail. Slip misses with his, but hits this follow-up. Almost gets another one here, but the rockets are going to push him away. I think that's a good call on pushing back here, and he could catch him out over at LG, and here comes the shaft battle.
Should be UNKiND's kill.
Yeah.
That was a bad fight for Slip to take.
Running into the shaft, never a good idea, and UNKiND1 is going to earn himself the Mega, possibly even the heavy here as he traverses that T-Con. Unfortunately for him, not quick enough on the heavy, but he could catch him out. Oh, he misses with the layup.
Goodness.
He just tries to go too fast with the flick rail.
Indeed. Yeah, he went with the left-handed layup instead of the right-handed. You know, dads are always telling you to work on that.
Exactly. What did we practice for hours for? You're not getting dinner tonight.
Broccoli only for you.
But he does get the Mega, even after missing the left-handed layup and the jump.
Is Spectator bugged out for you? Because I could have sworn I heard Visor pick up Vials, but it looks like he constantly has sight up. Like the check mark is there. I can't tell whether they're down with abilities or not.
No, I think it's up. He's got 20 HP though, so he might not be up forever here. Is UNKiND1 looking to close out, but I'm fairly certain he has it. Grabs the sticky armor, but UNKiND1 smells blood. Grabs the Mega, wants to secure that, and then he can surely chase this kill.
Oh, this should be a kill.
No.
Yep.
Ooh, nice switch to
Good
rockets
weapon
there.
switch. Yeah, look at Forty, you're getting better every time.
Wow, who did it? What? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're understanding proper weapon switches and shit like that, like what you should be doing.
Me?
That's why you're what? Yeah, you. Yeah,
Little
you,
old
buddy.
me, I'm getting good at this. Why don't you go over to the Reddit and tell them? But anyways, he grabs a tribald. He has an excruciatingly painful lead here with 2 minutes left. And Slip has a lot of work to do. With the bull rush, it's possible.
Oh no.
Bull rush.
Oh my god.
He just couldn't bear to live in this world anymore.
Oh, not like this.
Even intergalactic warlords get sad. But that'll be 1-1 for each player here. His unfortunate rocket placement takes himself out. I'm actually going to start off on Slip here. He's going to start off on the scale, Beowulf.
Yeah, let's watch this.
Would you go starting shotgun on this map with scale?
That's a good question. Actually, I think he's probably one of the champs that you can, because you're going to want to play more defensive anyway. And you can pick up the heavy machine gun easily just running through the bottom of the map to play safe. So starting shotgun might be good in case you run into your opponent early and you can take advantage of the passive damage or your charge into shotgun combo type thing. So yeah, probably one of the few champs I would start with shotgun on this one. Otherwise, for me, I like to stick to machine gun.
Gotcha. It is extremely strong, but a little bit of an awkward fight, and they just kind of exchange rockets and pass by here. No major item up for about another 12 seconds. They're going to fight over by this T-con area. Slip will get the rough end of that one here, but he's still going to hold. No initial push from UNKiND1, and the jump isn't going to make it. Is he going to go again? Oh, he wants to go again.
Yeah, I think players they're playing against Doom that seem to struggle against him. Doom is so overpowered, you know, like can't hit rockets. I think just take a rule of thumb. You shoot one rocket. If you get a good pop-up and you see him double jump early, then you can use them. Otherwise, just always switch to another gun. Switch to LG, switch to nail gun, shotgun, like whatever. Just know that against Doom, rocket fights are probably not going to be in your favor. So you only want to use them as like a defensive tool, like spamming them at doorways to catch splash damage and things like that. But otherwise, you want to catch Doom more in the open, and because his hitbox isn't like that tiny. Like you can actually aim pretty well against him. You just got to make sure that your weapon selection is on point.
And with that LG, you can make him float for days.
Oh yeah, the physics on Doom are so strange sometimes. Like the extra floating or boosting that he gets, like when he's airborne, pretty crazy.
Got an initial rocket here, and there's the float right there. But the stack wasn't there, the Mega was. That would have been incredible if he could have gotten the Mega in that fight, but unfortunately for Slip, no dice, and he's down to his Ranger.
Would have liked to seen him to go to T and get the armor, but big fight here.
Oh. Hit him with the Tyson. He got up close, knocked his head back through the arms, and there's another round.
Super punch out.
Little Mac. It's a 2-1. Looking a bit dire here. I'm going to switch over to Slip, see what he can do. He's going to lock in that scale again first. Still no starting shotgun, but that's okay, I believe. I haven't seen like a proper bull rush, I don't think. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I don't think so either. We've just seen him blow himself up. Fortunately, that's about it.
Just call it as you see it, huh? Just like that.
I mean, nobody's blind here. We all saw it. Let's be honest.
And in case anyone didn't see it, he absolutely killed himself. So he will have the weapons that he needs to work with, and he's going to hold that upper position above heavy. Both players being very quiet, and now that Slip knows exactly where UNKiND1 went, he's going to say, I'm going to go this way.
I think he's just moving a little. Yeah, look at this. What is this?
No.
Stop shooting rockets. Thank you.
There's the bull rush and back into the LG, but it's not enough. Could not trace well enough. 39 HP. UNKiND1 gets lucky there. The bull rush actually did connect for some damage. Unfortunately, the LG did not, and now he's going to get another great rocket over at T-Con. Going to go up for Trampoline. This is bad. That rocket, not so bad. And UNKiND1 pushing the situation here, but the machine gun's not enough, and the Mega pickup right on time.
I liked the machine gun push, actually. He failed the angle. And also just kind of the spread looked like it went off a bit, so that's actually a good job to try to push back in. Just needed to execute better. But UNKiND here is sitting on match point. 1 frag left to get. It's going to take a lot of work from Slip to bring this back.
Oh, and the Mega again going on UNKiND. He can push the situation. He can't make the jump, though. And a little bit of a tactile rock will... I don't even know what that was. I was going to say tactical rocket jump, but yeah, I was going to say it was an interesting dinosaur maneuver there, but he did grab the heavy. So maybe more of a T-Rex kind of a thing because he came up short with the jump. I don't know. I don't know.
He's got low reach.
Good rocket there. Misses with the follow-up rail. Slip needs to be so careful.
Get out. So fucking weak. No. Nervous.
Yeah, and you're making me nervous because they're nervous and you're nervous. Everyone's nervous, and the rockets are good. Don't kill yourself again. I'm gonna switch to Slip as he's down to 30 HP.
Warp through the window. What are these rockets? Always. Oh my god!
He did it!
Shit. We're gonna have to make Shiat a thing.
Oh, absolutely. Where's the Shiat emote? He's getting a shiatsu massage with that LG, and UNKiND1 finishes it and says, "No, you're not getting away with it again." That was an interesting way to fall off the map.
Yeah, the Shiat Fiat can only travel so far.
Oh my god, what are we doing with our lives? But 3-1 to
Having a
UNKiND1.
ball.
I'm always having a ball. They call me Voight. Yeah. So overall, I mean, a little bit suspect from Slip, right? Some of the fights,
yeah,
maybe
I
missed
think
timing. I don't. He did get a little unlucky on one of them, but
yeah, against Doom, just using rockets too much. Just not following the rule of shoot one, switch to LG, or switch to rail. Like, need to play a more distance game against Doom, not trying to play up, face to face. Like, that's exactly where Doom wants to be in shotgun, rocket range, jumping over your head, potentially switching to, the Doom fists, the fists of Doom. And,
Fist of Doom getting punched in the mouth.
I know, but so I think if he looks back over the VOD and kind of sees some of the fights he took, might realize, okay, in this situation, I can commit here. I just need to fight with a different weapon, and it'd be okay. Like, because he was like holding good ground. It's just good ground also applies with what weapon you're using, or like what weapons are at your disposal. Like, not all the positioning that you have is going to be the same every game, like every situation. Like, it's not always going to be good positioning if you make the wrong weapon choices and whatnot, or based off of stacks and champions that you play against. Always got to be adaptive.